Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about amino alkyl ethers. Okay. So this amino alkyl ether, also known as an ethanolamine ether, which is one of the important chemical class in antihistaminic agents. So in previous lecture, we have seen chemical classification of antihistaminic agents. Okay. So we have seen different chemical classes. Okay, so among that chemical classes, this amino alkyl ether is one of the important class. Okay, so in this lecture we'll focus more on amino alkyl ethers, okay, which is one of the important chemical class in antihistaminic agent chapter. Okay, so we'll discuss each and every drug under this class. Okay, so as per your syllabus copy, they have mentioned 5 drugs which are diphenyl, diphenhydramine hydrochloride, dimenhydrinate, toxylamine succinate, clemastine fumarate, and diphenylpyrrolidine hydrochloride. So these are the important drugs under ethanolamine class. Okay, so first of all we'll discuss structural activity relationship of ethanolamine chemical class. Okay, so the amino alkyl ether antihistamines are characterized by the presence of CHO connecting moiety, okay, and 2 or 3 carbon atom chain as the linking moiety between the key diaryl and tertiary amino groups. Okay, so in this figure you can easily identify that it contains specific group that connects oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, and mainly it is ethyl. Okay, so that moiety which is act as an linker, okay, or it also act as an connecting moiety, okay, which made up of 2 carbon atoms, okay, CH2 CH2. So this act as a linking moiety between the key diaryl, okay, and tertiary amino group. So this is one of the important point, that in the ethanolamine class, oxygen and nitrogen are linked by the linking moiety which is made up of 2 carbon atoms. Okay, so this are diaryl group is present, okay, which contains 2 aryl rings. Maybe they are same or maybe different. Okay, so keep it in mind that it contains aryl substitutions, that diaryl rings are present, and at one side there is a presence of tertiary amino group. So this is the general structure for amino alkyl ethers. Okay, then SAR of ethanolamines. Okay, as it contains the linking moiety made up of 2 carbon atoms, means ethyl ring, so it is known as an ethanolamines. Okay, then most compounds in this series are simple N, N dimethyl ethanolamine derivatives, and are so classified in a number of texts. So clemastine and diphenylpyrrolidine differ from this basic structural pattern in that the basic nitrogen moiety and least a part of a carbon chain are part of a heterocyclic ring system, and there are 3 carbon atoms between the oxygen and nitrogen atom. So sometimes, okay, whenever there is a any drug, okay, which contains linker which made up of 2 carbon atom, then it known as an ethanolamine. But sometimes in this structure like clemastine and diphenylamine, they are differ from each other. Okay, so what is the difference between their structure? That one of the drug contains linker made up of 3 carbon atoms. Okay, between oxygen and nitrogen there is a presence of 3 carbon atom. So this is a differentiating point. In exam they may ask what's the difference between clemastine and diphenylpyrrolidine. Okay, so keep it in mind that it contains just the presence of 3 carbon atom instead of 2 carbon atoms. This is the basic difference between those two drugs. So the simple diphenyl derivative, that is diphenylhydramine or diphenhydramine, was the first clinically useful member of the ethanolamine series and served as a prototype. Okay, as it contains, we have seen it contains diaryl system, means it contains two rings. Okay, if those two rings are phenyl ring, we have seen R1 and R2, maybe they are same or sometimes it is different. Okay, so in this case both are same, like phenyl rings are present, so it is known as a diphenyl derivative. Okay, so diphenhydramine is the diphenyl derivative. So in 1 mark or in multiple choice question they ask, give the example of the drug which contains diphenyl ring in their structure or which is a diphenyl derivative. Okay, so diphenhydramine is the simple diphenyl derivative as it contains diphenyl substitution or diaryl ring in their structure. Okay, so it was first clinically useful member of the ethanolamine series. Okay, so other therapeutically useful derivatives of the diphenhydramine have been obtained by para substitution of methyl. Okay, so these are the related to the structural activity relationship of the drug. Okay, so in the structural activity relationship we have to study the properties of the drug by changing the substitutions. Okay, so you can see in diphenylhydramine or diphenhydramine there is a presence of diphenyl ring. So here there is a substitution of para position by methyl group. Then the new drug which is developed, it is methyl diphenhydramine. Okay, then obtained by para substitution of methoxy. Okay, then the drug is known as an medrylamine. Okay, then next one is chloro group. So that due to the chloro substitution, that drug name of the drug is chlorodiphenhydramine. Then para substitution substituted by bromo group. Okay, then the new drug which is developed is known as an bromodiphenhydramine. Okay, on the phenyl rings. So these are the substitutions which are carried out. So they may ask you what is the name of the drug if the para substitution, if they have obtained by para substitution of methyl, okay, or methoxy group or chloro group or bromo group. Okay, so keep it in mind the name of the drug after substitution of the specific group. Okay, so if there is a substitution with bromo group, then the new drug is bromodiphenhydramine. If chloro group is substituted, then chlorodiphenhydramine. Okay, so these derivatives reportedly have better therapeutic profiles than diphenhydramine because of reduced adverse effect. So this is an important point. Okay, so initial drug which is developed, that is diphenhydramine. Okay, initially developed, so it has some adverse effect. Okay, so to minimize this adverse effect, they have changed specific position of the drug, like specifically para position. So due to the change in the para position by substitution with different group, they discovered that it has less or it shows reduced adverse effect. So this is one of the important point related to the structural activity relationship. Okay, so the new drugs which are developed or new derivatives which are reported have better therapeutic profile. Okay, it has better therapeutic profile. This is one of the important point. So each and every drug which is newly discovered is having the better therapeutic effect, as well as next point is it has less adverse effect as compared to the initial drug which is diphenhydramine. Okay, so in structural activity relationship we have to explain related to the adverse effect related to the diphenhydramine and the increase in the therapeutic profile due to the substitution with different groups on para position. Then next one is replacement of one of the phenyl ring of the diphenhydramine with a 2-pyridyl group as in doxylamine enhances antihistaminic activity. This is also one of the important point. They may ask you or they directly give you a structure, okay, and in that structure they give you structure of diphenhydramine. Okay, so in that diphenhydramine, if there is a substitution of phenyl ring with pyridyl group, 2-pyridyl group, then what is the effect on activity? So if there is a replacement of one of the phenyl ring on diphenhydramine with 2-pyridyl group, then it enhances the antihistaminic activity. Okay, so whatever antihistaminic activity is there with that of the diphenhydramine, it enhances. Okay, so for that purpose substitution is important. Okay, so they may also ask you what is the difference between diphenhydramine and doxylamine. So in diphenhydramine there is a presence of 2 phenyl ring, whereas in doxylamine there is a substitution of phenyl ring with 2-pyridyl group. And this is an important point related to the doxylamine, related to their enhanced antihistaminic activity. So this point you have to explain. So they may ask you in justification for 2 marks, true or false. They may give you one sentence and will ask like what is the whether the sentence is true or false, justify. Okay, so you have to explain related to their structural activity relationship. Okay, what is the effect on the activity if there is a change in the structure of the drug, if there is a change in a position of specific group. Okay, so in this case there is a change in the ring, that is one of the phenyl ring is substituted with 2-pyridyl group. Okay, so new drug which is developed with doxylamide, that doxylamine having enhanced antihistaminic activity. So this you have to explain. So these are the different drug. So these are the general structures for ethanolamine ethers. Okay, so you have to study the structures for the drug. Then these are the different examples. So ethanolamine ether antihistamines, which contains basic nucleus, which contains ethanolamine. So these are the drugs under ethanolamine ether antihistamine class, that is diphenhydramine, then bromodiphenhydramine. Okay, just whenever there is a change in any specific group. Okay, so now new drug which is developed is bromodiphenhydramine due to the substitution of R1 with bromine. Then chlorodiphenhydramine, there is a substitution with chlorine group. Okay, so you have to by heart each and every drug. Okay, if there is a change in specific group, then the new drug which is developed, okay, like specifically doxylamine, so you must know that it contains presence of nitrogen on X. Okay, then if they ask you like give the structure of bromodiphenhydramine, okay, so you must know that there is a presence of bromine group on R1. Okay, so these are the important points related to the different drugs under this class. Okay, so these are the different aryl rings. Okay, so aryl ring, there are 2 aryl rings are present, which is diaryl. So one of the aryl ring is, so in this case diphenhydramine, both the aryl rings are same. So just now we have seen it contains diphenyl substitution. Okay, so these are the rings, these are the doxylamine, clemastine. So next point related to the structural activity relationship is the prototype of amino alkyl ether is diphenhydramine. A benzhydryl ether will widely used for the allergic conditions more than a half century after its introduction. So structural analog with various ring substituents like methyl, methoxy, chloro, bromo. Okay, so they have changed the structure by just changing the specific group. Okay, the new derivatives which are formed having the enhanced antihistaminic activity. Okay, so is one of the aromatic ring have also been developed as have compound with a 2-pyridyl group replacing one of the phenyl ring. Okay, so these are the different substitutions. So due to the change in substitution, it shows enhancement in the activity, reduction in the adverse effect. Okay, so these are the important point. Significant anticholinergic side effects are observed among members of the class, that is dry mouth, blurred vision, then tachycardia, urinary retention, constipation. So these are the side effects related to the related to the related to the antihistaminic agents. Okay, so it having the anticholinergic side effects. So these are different anticholinergic side effects which are formed after administration of antihistaminic agent, like or different drugs which having antihistaminic property. Also it having sedative properties. Okay, so these are the side effects related to the antihistaminic agents. It having anticholinergic side effects like dry mouth, blurred vision, urinary retention, constipation. Then also it having the sedative properties. Sedation accompanied with a short half-life and a wide margin of safety allows some of this compound to be used as over the counter sleep aids. The 8-chlorothiophenate salt of diphenhydramine is marketed as an dimenhydrinate for use in the treatment of motion sicknesses. Okay, so these are the use of the drugs. Then the compound with the parachlorophenyl and 2-pyridyl aryl groups is carbinoxamine, a potent antihistamine. So it acts as an potent antihistamine due to the substitution with the chloro group. Then substitution of methyl group at the carbon alpha to the ether function affords the related compound doxylamine, in which the aryl groups are phenyl and 2-pyridyl. Then clemastine, a homologue with an additional carbon atom between the oxygen and the basic nitrogen. So we have seen there is a presence of linker in between oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, so many times that linker is made up of 2 carbon atoms, that is ethyl ring or ethyl substitution is present or ethyl side chain is present, which acts as an linker. But in the clemastine, there is a presence of 3 carbon atom in between oxygen and basic nitrogen. Okay, so this is a differentiating point which is very important related to the clemastine. Okay, there is an additional carbon atom is present in between oxygen and basic nitrogen, that it contains 3 carbon atoms, so which is incorporated into a ring. So that third carbonate present in ring has less sedative properties, as does the drug cytastine, in which the alkylamine substituent is incorporated into a 7-membered hexahydroazepine ring. Okay, so due to the increase in one of the carbon atom, it shows enhancement in the activity. Okay, also it shows less sedative properties, which is a important point, that minimizing the side effects related to the earlier drugs. Okay, so this is a important point related to the structural activity relationship, that increase in one of the carbon atom enhances the activity and reduces the sedative property. So this is a drug, that is diphenhydramine, one of the important drug or the drug which is developed first. So it is a first generation antihistamine and ethanolamine with sedative and anti-allergic properties. So it having anti-allergic properties, mainly it is used to inhibit the activities which are produced by the histamine. So they are first generation antihistamine. So we have seen first generation, second generation antihistamine, then side effects related to the first generation antihistamine, like it having the anticholinergic side effects, it having the sedative properties. Okay, so diphenhydramine completely inhibits the histamine H1 receptor. So directly binds to the H1 receptors and blocks the receptor, thereby elevating the symptoms caused by the endogenous histamine on the bronchial, capillary and gastrointestinal smooth muscles. So this prevents histamine-induced bronchoconstriction, vasodilation, increased capillary permeability and gastrointestinal smooth muscle spasms. So these are the different activities of diphenhydramine. Okay, so in this mechanism of action of the diphenhydramine, receptor is important. So mainly they bind to the H1 receptor. Okay, and due to the binding of H1 receptor, and blocking the H1 receptor, they inhibit the binding of histamine to the H1 receptor and ultimately inhibits the actions produced by the histamine. So the different actions of histamines like bronchoconstriction, vasodilation, increased capillary permeability, then gastrointestinal smooth muscle spasm. So these are the different activities of histamine. So until and unless there is a binding of histamine to the drug, there will be no any action is produced. Okay, so whenever there is an enhancement in the histamine activity or overproduction of the histamine, at that time it is required to inhibit the action of histamine. So to inhibit the action, mainly diphenhydramine is prescribed. So that diphenhydramine binds to the H1 receptor and inhibits the histamine induced actions. Okay, so these are the different actions which are produced by histamine, which are blocked or inhibited by the drug diphenhydramine. So this is the structure of diphenhydramine. Okay, so in this case there are two aryl rings are present, that is two phenyl rings. So 2 bens hydroxy N in comma N dimethyl ethanamine. Okay, so in this case there is a presence of two carbon atom in between oxygen and basic nitrogen, okay, which is a ethane, then it known as an ethane amine. Okay, due to the presence of nitrogen, amino group which is present on the ethane, so it is ethane amine. Then it is presence of two phenyl ring. So this is the overall chemistry of the diphenhydramine. It contains diaryl ring, that both the rings are same. These phenyl rings are present. Then it also contains two carbon atoms in between oxygen and basic nitrogen. You have to explain each and every point in the chemistry point of view of any drug. So for 2 marks they may ask you give the chemistry of diphenhydramine. So in that chemistry you have to explain which are the different groups are present. Okay, which two rings are present. Okay, in the structure of that drug. Okay, in between oxygen and nitrogen, how many carbons are present. So these are the important point related to the chemistry of the diphenhydramine. So diphenhydramine is first generation antihistamine that is used for symptoms of allergic rhinitis and a common cold. So this is a medicinal use of the drug. So it is also commonly used as a mild sleeping aid. This is a important use